Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Today we've got the Elite Series 79 Kyle O'Reilly, I want to say. I'm not exactly too sure, probably should have looked it up beforehand, but I want to say him and the Bobby Fish were in the same toy line, or, well, series line, whatever you want to call it. They, of course, are a part of the same toy line. But, of course, because he's not in the plastic prison, we are just going to hop straight into the accessories. He's only got an extra set of hands. Of course, his mic holding or weapon holding hands are on the figure. And he, of course, comes with the ugly rubber t-shirt. Nobody loves the rubber t-shirts. At least it's a sleeveless one, so it's not like it'll hinder too much articulation. Of course, now that we've got all that out of the way, we can look at the Kyle O'Reilly itself. It's, of course, got his nice tattoo detail, and I say nice tattoo detail because he doesn't really have much tattoos, if at all, at this time period especially. I don't think he has many more tattoos now that I think about it. He might have more than just the rib tattoo, but I don't think he does. Of course, kind of like Bobby Fish, he's got the undisputed armband, but unlike Bobby Fish, because I mentioned this the other night in that review, he's got the Undisputed Era, like, 4 logo, is where Bobby Fish has got the 3, which, you know, that kind of weirds me out a little bit. Is that like Bobby Fish saying he doesn't accept Roderick Strong in the group, in a sense? I don't know, because I want to say that is accurate, so yeah, that's a little strange to think about. But of course, he's got the logo on his tights as well. He's got the KO for Kevin Owens on his knee pad. Nothing on the buttocks, you know, because he's not a big gamer like infamous Bobby Fish over here, loving his Infamous series. We've got O'Reilly's auto parts on his leg, and does he have a... Oh, he does have the Undisputed Era logo on his other kick pad. But other than that, he does not have any, like, big logo decal other than the camouflage itself. Got the silver fronts on the kick pads as well. Little bits of yellow trim throughout certain sections. Like he's got a little bit on the back of the knee pad here and on the back of the boots and stuff. But all around, a really dope figure to finally have in the collection, let alone having all of them in the collection. Only thing that is wrong with this Kyle O'Reilly, besides the little bits of scuff marks that don't really bug me too much, is this head scan. If you can't tell, it's because the eyes are misprinted. And I say that because they're actually a little off. If you look, there's a big gap where his eye should be. And why is his eye starting to pop up on his nose? Same thing on this eye, it goes a little too far off. But other than that, head sculpt looks pretty good. It looks enough like Kyle O'Reilly. It just kind of looks like he's a little derped out. But, you know, not the biggest ordeal. And speaking of that, though, why don't we get them all posed up with Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong, and we can get into the rest of the review. You know, honestly, it doesn't feel right only having like a 3-minute, maybe a 6-minute review in total. So, scratch that plan. This is going to be a 2-in-1. We've got the Elite Series 92 Adam Cole and the War Games gear. Got lucky, got this as the very first Adam Cole. Ordered it on Amazon, so I didn't know I was going to get the War Games gear, but I got the War Games gear. And before we get too hyped up about that, we got to get him out of the plastic prison first. And, well, I can't remember where I put my trusty knife after resetting up the display, so we'll be back to you in a moment. Well, alright, now that we've gotten Adam Cole out of his plastic prison, as you can see, he comes with 2 different sets of hands. He comes with a steel chair and a t-shirt for his accessories, of course, leaving the 1 set of hands plugged in. Oh yeah, he does also come with that armband too. 1 accessory that was technically also missing from the Roderick Strong. But that's alright, because worst case scenario, I may end up ordering another Adam Cole anyway. Not because of what's wrong with this Adam Cole, because there is actually something wrong with this Adam Cole, fresh out of the box. But just because I wouldn't mind having the green attire Adam Cole, and I want to say the green attire should include the armband too, if I recall correctly. But I'm not too sure. Taking a look at the steel chair though, I want to say we've gotten this chair mold before, if I recall correctly. I don't know if I have it laid out or not though. I was about to say I could have swore I did, but maybe I'm wrong. But it is a very similar chair mold. Obviously, this is the WrestleMania 32 sticker chair thing that I can't even honestly remember who that came with, if I'm gonna be completely honest. But yeah, it's a reuse of that old chair mold, and or well, I say old as that's technically newer than the old mold, but it's been around for a minute now, as that chair is definitely fairly old. I want to say one of the stickers rubbed off on it. Of course, we've also got this Adam Cole Baby t-shirt. Pretty nice t-shirt. Nice little accessory. Might stain up your figure though, as I want to say this Adam Cole here, besides his other arm being completely loose, has a little bit of a stain problem because of that shirt. Like, I want to say there's a couple little bit of stains up in there in the shoulder, a little bit across the chest here, and I want to say there is a little bit on this arm. Of course, this arm extremely loose in the shoulder, as I was just mentioning, but then this one, as you can see, is almost like perma-glued, like stiff shut. I can't really pose it around at all without almost breaking the arm off, as you can see there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to heat treat this boy, because his shoulder is incredibly messed up. Other than that though, of course, he's got incredible tattoo detail. He's got his AC and the Undisputed Era logo. He's got his baby on his booty cheeks. Of course, got the yellow little squares on the sides. You got his big bulky knee pads that hinder all points of articulation. I plan on knee pad swapping them if I can fix this arm up, because this, all it really takes is a couple of little rubber bands, and that's fixed, you know. Not the biggest ordeal, not the worst case, but these big ass bulky knee pads, they can go somewheres and not stay on this Adam Cole, because like, look at that, can barely bend him. Bend his knee. Of course, he's got the Undisputed Era 4 logo on the boots there. And all around, you know, this is a pretty damn solid Adam Cole. Of course, despite mine having the arm problem, this could almost be a perfect, like, 9.5 figure. Of course, I'm not gonna rate it that high because of the messed up arms, but you know what can you do? That's mine. Hopefully yours didn't come in that way when you ordered yours. Jesus, I can't speak tonight. But on top of that, you know, we've also got all the pretty cool accessories and stuff too. So it's hard to give this a decisive rating. I don't know. I'd say, because my arms are messed up, let's say a good solid 8. Yeah, 8 out of 10 sounds good to me. Maybe even lower, could do a good 7. Just because honestly, if that arm ends up like snapping or whatever, I may just pop in a little extra piece at the end of this video and be like, yeah, nah, figure arm broke when I tried to fix it. This can get a new rating now, because you know that arm being the way it is kind of pisses me off, especially because you know that's a factory problem. That was Mattel, like, mess up themselves. It's not like someone opened the box on me, messed with the figure a little bit, broke it, put it back in the box, sold it on eBay or whatever. And it's not like I got bamboozled. This was from Amazon, so I don't know what the ordeal on the stiff arms is, but yeah, it's nice to know that even 92 series later, we're still gonna get this problem. And of course, we're now heading into what, like Elite Series 108. So that doesn't like make the feeling any better, but meh. I guess that'll be what it'll be, but why don't we get them all posed up and we can kind of just give our final thoughts here. Well, now that we've got Adam Cole all posed up next to Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, we can kind of conclude this duo review. I gave him a good solid 8 out of 10. Let's give him a good solid, let's say a good solid 3 out of 5 stars, because I don't know if I mentioned that or not, so there you go on that half. You know, all around a really good solid set. Of course, sadly, my Adam Cole is going to need a little bit of work done, but either way, the knee pads were going to have to be swapped, so he was going to be touching some hot water at some point. But now I've got to work on the shoulder piece too, which is going to be a fun little hindrance, but man, that's just kind of whatever at this rate. Though I have been kind of thinking when it comes to swapping out the knee pads, because I want to say I do have a set of black knee pads already all prepared. I was looking at this Neville figure that is in my crowd when I was rearranging everything. And you know, I kind of was thinking it might be a little cool idea to take these gray knee pads and put them onto the Adam Cole. I don't know. I think the grays kind of match up a little bit, so that might be a cool little swap I could do, but at the same time, it may also look horrendous, and I may not like it at all. I don't know. It'd be a cool idea, but meh. We'll have to see when we get there, because after I heat treat Adam Cole, swap the heads on the Scarlets, heat treat the Finlay, swap the head on the CM Punker. We'll take that head off, because sadly I can't swap it off. Well, maybe we'll have to do like a little update on this figure when it gets there, but as far as I'm concerned though, that's it for the night. Overall, really good solid figures. Sadly, mine's a little messed up, but hopefully yours didn't come in the same way mine came in. And on that note, if you liked the video, feel free to like the video. If you didn't like the video, that's alright, because you're not going to hurt my feelings not liking the video. But if you did like the video, feel free to go check out some of my other content, such as action figure reviews. We've got some unboxings, and we've also got pick-fed content out there for those of you who are kind of excited. After I get these next set of reviews done with the new stage setup, I plan on working back in on episode 8 of the pick-fed and trying to get that out so then we can make it to Absolute Carnage. After all, episode 8 is going to be the final episode before the pay-per-view. So keep an eye out for that, as I've got a pretty, I guess you could say it's going to be a pretty long show ahead. But on that note though, you know, I'm fairly excited about it. Anywho, before I keep on getting sidetracked with that, if you would like to try to keep up with the content as far as maybe behind the scenes pick-fed content like pictures and or whenever action figure reviews go up, I do tend to post that on Instagram. So if YouTube doesn't notify you and you're scrolling through Instagram, at least you may come across my post where it's like, hey, Elite 92 Adam Cole review up now. Hey, Elite 79 Kyle O'Reilly. I want to say that was Elite 79. I still don't remember, and I had so much time to look and see if I actually had that right, because I can't remember. Of course, I also bought it loose, so that doesn't help it either. But yeah, on that note, I think we are out of here. Have a good rest of your day, you guys, and we shall see y'all later. Peace out, yo.